Hey guys, it's been a long time since I did a video. I'm going to do another video, not about food or Burning Man or none of that, but something related to computers. I will show you how to replace your Mac Mini's hard drive with an SSD. So as you can see, I got my Mac Mini over here, and I got the tools. As you can see, all the tools. Now make sure you got you get the screwdrivers. That's by iFixit. As you can see, iFixit 64-bit driver kit. It's about less than $40 with taxes, so it's not bad. And then I got here kind of the containers for my screws as I unscrew various screws. And also I got the instructions from iFixit. As you can see, iFixit. This is the Mac Mini late 2014 drive, which does not come, unfortunately, with an SSD. And I also got my my SSD, as you can see, which I already copied onto from the Mac Mini using Carbon Copy Cloner, the software. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we have to flip the Mac Mini. As you can see, there's a cover underneath it. So the way you open this cover is you use your tool and to just pry it open. It's not attached to the Mac Mini via any screws. So you just pry it open, go all around gently and nicely, and that's it. And it opens. Right, now the second thing we have to do in the second step, if you look at the iFixit, page number 3, it says remove the following TR6 screws from the antenna plate. And you have to use the TR6 bit with the screwdriver, right? So these are the 6 screws, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the ones we're going to remove one by one. So let's start, let's say here. And make sure you keep all the screws in the same, in a step in the same location, all the screws. So you know that those screws are for that step. All right, so I'm gonna unscrew all these, and I'll get back when I'm done to go to the third step. In the meanwhile, enjoy your time on Saturday. It's goddamn cold outside, by the way. Anyways, all right, so I removed the cover, which is called the antenna cover, antenna plate. As you can see, it's removed, but be careful because it's still attached to the Mac Mini via this wire. As you can see, this wire is still connected here to the Mac Mini. So this is removed, and the next step it tells me is, let's see, use the point of a spudger to lift the antenna connector straight up from its socket on the airport card. Okay, so that's the airport card, so I have to lift it somehow. As you can see, I'm trying to lift it. Okay, there you go, so it's lifted. Now you should be able to remove the antenna plate completely, right? As you can see, this is separate now. Okay, so the next step, which is step 9, is remove the antenna plate from the Mac Mini, which I already did. Step 10, remove the two 12mm T6 screws, I'm sorry, from the fan. Loosen the 27mm T6 captive screw. So basically these two, and then the other one, using the same screwdriver. Okay, so that's that. and then it says loosen the capital screw, which is the capital screw is this one right here, as you can see, right? It says loosen. It doesn't say remove. It says loosen, don't remove. All right. Okay. So let's go to the next step. Next step, it says the fan connector is trapped under the edge of the fan, cannot be disconnected until the fan is moved. Do not attempt to remove the fan entirely. Lift the fan straight up to free the captive screw from its hole. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, fan is free, but it's still connected via wire. You can see the fan wire right there. You see that? This one is connected. You see that? Okay, so let's go to the next step. Mr. iFixit is going to tell us use the point of a spudger to lift the fan connector straight up out of its socket. Okay, so the fan connector has to come out, and you can use a spudger or one of these tools. Let me see if I can use this. I don't want to break it. Or maybe that's not the right tool. So just lift it up like that. Yep, there you go. So it's done. So fan is disconnected now. So step number 12 is achieved successful. So you're gonna keep this here, right there, on that chair over there. Now let's go to step 13. Step 13, remove the fan from Mac Mini. We already did that. Now it's logic board assembly. Okay, guys. Now we are getting deeper into the computer. So it says remove the 2.6 millimeter T8 screw securing the SATA cable connector bracket, which is this guy over here. As you can see, you see that? Same screwdriver. So I'm just going to go to the next step, which is in step 21. It says remove the single T6 screw securing the logic board, which is this one right here. And that is this guy right here. See that? This guy right here. Okay, so we remove that. It's a long ass screw. As you can see, it's a long ass screw. So we're gonna remove this, leave it in our container. And the next step is step 22. Step 22 is remove the logic board. The two cylindrical rods of the Mac Mini logic board removal tool must be inserted into the holes highlighted in red. To remove the logic board, the two cylindrical. Oh shit! This is where it gets interesting, guys. Now I don't have the cylindrical. Tool, but I'm going to use these nails. Hopefully, without damaging anything, I'm going to use the holes. So let me see. Oh shit! You know what? These nails are too big. So let me get the other nails. I have smaller ones, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay? Just stay put. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I got the thinner nails in the holes, as you can see, to remove the logic board. Although iFixit says that there's a tool specifically made for that. That's $4.95, but I'm going to use the nails. What they're telling me that insert the tool into the two holes highlighted. Be sure to rods make contact with the case under the logic. As you can see, you can hear. This sound is when the nail is making contact with the case under the logic board. Okay, so the next step, what we have to do with these is carefully pull the tools towards the I/O board. So basically, as you can see, the guy is basically pulling it back, which is what I'm going to do. Pull these back. Bingo! I made it work. You see that? The whole thing came out. I had pushed it back and the whole thing came out. Now the next step, let's go to our iFixit doctor, or the engineer, or whatever you call them. And what you have to do is remove the Mac Mini logic board removal tool, which is in my case were 2 nails. And then the step 24, pull the DC in cable connector straight out of its socket on the logic board. Okay, so which one is that? That is this guy over here. Right here, this guy over here, right? So you can pull it so that it's removed. I believe that's the next step, but let me just make sure. Okay, yes. So you remove the cable. See that? Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Oh, bingo! I did it. Okay, so as you can see, the cable is disconnected and the logic board we can now remove. Carefully slide the logic board out of the Mac Mini. Carefully slide it out. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. And there you go, that's the logic board. Basically, that's the brain of the computer, right? So carefully leave this somewhere secure, right? Let's just leave it here, all right? Next to the seeds. Huh? You like seeds, huh? Seeds are good, omega-3. Okay, next step, guys. Let's not get distracted. Okay, power supply. Now, where the hell is the power supply? Oh, right here. It says the AC in socket is secured with a small metal retaining clip. Okay, so small metal retaining clip. So here's the power source, as you can see, and the metal clip, I can see, as you can see, it's in there. That clip, you see that? See that? This clip right here. You see that? That clip right there. Yeah, this one. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? Get a prior in there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I figured it out. It was simple. I had to use tweezers to pull that metal clip away from the AC in. So basically, you pull this in, and it comes out. All right, and then leave this securely inside one of the containers. All right, and okay. So what's the next step now? Step 27. It says to free the power supply from the case, grab the AC in, which acts like a latch. Okay, you have to grab it like that. Rotate the AC in connector 90 degrees counterclockwise. So it's basically this way. You rotate it this way. So let's see if you do that, what happens. Okay, there you go. Okay, now it's free. Power connector is free. Step 28, the AC in latch should fit into the groove above it during. Okay, so the AC in should fit into the groove above. So there's a groove above. Okay. Okay, during reassembly, ensure the power supply is inserted far enough into the case that the latch will engage with the groove. Okay, so we got to make sure that we do that. Otherwise, we're screwed. Okay, step 29, guys. Remove the 8mm T6 screw securing the power supply. Okay, which one? Which is right there, that one, which in our case is, as you can see, is right here. All right, so let's just remove this. Hopefully this is the last screw. I'm hoping, because it's like getting annoying, freaking annoying. Okay, so next step, Mr. iFix. Okay, the next step is slide the power supply out of the Mini, minding any cable that may get caught. Okay, so make sure that no cables get caught. So just slowly slide it out. As you can see, it's out. So this is the power supply. As you can see, it looks like a battery, but it's really a power supply. I think it's from an AC to DC power supply, and I don't understand why they made it so hard. Why don't they have like an exterior power supply, external power supply? Anyways, listen, I don't work for Mac. Okay, so the next step, let's see. The next step is drive tray assembly. Okay, remove the 8mm T6 screws securing the drive tray. So drive tray, as you can see right there, which is in our case is, as you can see right here, right? So basically we disassembled the entire machine. See that? Okay, so this is out. Now for this you don't have a container, so I'm just going to leave this next to it. Okay, hopefully this is the last one. Well, I said that last time too, right? Okay, next step 32 is lift the drive tray out of the Mac Mini. How do you do that? Using your hand, and just lift it up. See that? And your hard drive is right there. Looks like the connector is right here, so it didn't need another connector. Maybe, I don't know. I have to figure this out. But I mean, I was working on it before. I was working fine. All right, so now we have to. Now is the easier part. Just to remove the screws on the side using now T9 bit. So you have to use a T9 bit. T9. So T9. I'm just going to use a T9, which is T9 right here. All right, so I'm going to use this bit, and with our screwdriver. Okay, hold on, guys. You know, it's very hard to take videos while you're working with the screwdriver. Okay, so there are screws which are on the side, as you can see right here. These screws have to be removed. So I'm going to do that. Hold on a second. Just bear with me. Oh man, it's tough. Hold on. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Please just bear with me right here. I'm just doing something very important. All right, just bear with me. Just bear with me, please. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to work on this. See that? Okay, here we go. Second one was easier than the first one. Oh shit, I almost lost the screw. So next to the last one. And the next step is, let's see what the hell is the next step. The next step is you remove, and then basically you lift the drive up and remove it from the drive tray. Okay, during the assembly, be sure to thread the hard drive cable through the slot in the drive. Okay, so we have to simply remove the drive basically by disconnecting it and then lifting it. Here we go. Finally. This is what we needed to get into. And you can see what's left of the Mac Mini. Oh god, just a box. The case, you can see that? Holy moly shit. All right, listen. Now we have to reassemble using the SSD. You know, it's so light compared to the traditional hard drive. So I'm just going to unscrew the screws and screw those onto the SSD, and then I'm just going to put it back together in the same order backwards. All right, so give me like 4 seconds. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, the connector from the hard drive is disconnected, so I'm going to connect it now to the SSD. Hey, I'm back. So the SSD is in, the old-fashioned hard drive is out. As you can see, now I have to screw these back. using in the same order and the same screws that I unscrewed. As you can see, I'm going to start from here. All right, so I'm just going to put it together in the same order, like I said before. Okay, girls and boys, this is in, so I'm going to put the cover back on. Make sure you properly place it and then push it down so that it's properly secured. Okay, so now MacBook is back on. Did I miss anything? Hopefully I didn't lose any shit or I didn't miss any of the steps. So with the SSD copied from the old drive, I'm going to try to turn it on. All right, so this is my kind of my home office, and so let me just connect all the connectors and power and all that, and I'm going to turn it back on, and let's see what happens. So the first thing that goes is power. Just imagine that I hit the power button and it blows up, and it freaking thing blows up. Hopefully not. All right, because we didn't do anything stupid, so it shouldn't. Okay, so the monitors. Okay, I got it. So just be patient, please. Patience is very important in life. Did you guys know that? You didn't? There you go. I taught you something. All right. So now this is the Eureka moment. Let's see what happens. I'm going to turn it on. 3, 2, 1, on. The light came on. At least, you know, it's doing something. Oh, it worked! Yeah! It worked! Anyway, so that was a video I wanted to do on how to replace Mac Mini hard drive with the SSD. Alright, I hope you guys learned something in life. If you have to replace your old fashioned hard drive with the SSD, because SSD is much faster than the old one, and looks like it worked. As you can see, now I can log on, and we are in business. But I want to see something before anything to make sure that everything is working properly and the Mac is working properly. Oh, awesome. Look at the scenery. That's right there is Loveland Pass in Colorado. On this screen is my hometown of Hunza. Both beautiful places, mountains. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say about this Mac. Okay, Mac OS Sierra, processor this, memory that, and start up the SSD, and go to system report, and then you're going to say storage. Storage is 249 capacity, out of which available capacity is, what the heck? Available capacity is 176.38 GB. This thing is freaking annoying. It's fucking annoying. Anyways, guys and girls. Alright, so there you go. You learned something in life, right? Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.